What's up, traders? My name is Heath, and this is Trade Talk. In today's video, we're going to discuss Tesla for Mr. Drew Michaels, or Mickles. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. I apologize in advance. Heath, would you mind going over Tesla? I have their stock and have just been holding. Looking to pick up more, but feel like it's overbought right now. Yeah, that's a dramatic understatement of the year. What would be a good level to pick up some? Time frame is 5+ years, most likely, unless something changes with them or you have some strong suggestions. Otherwise, would consider your feedback. Obviously, I'll make my own trading decisions. Well, that's a fantastic thing to do, obviously, because this channel is not trading advice. It's not financial advice. And let's dive in. All right, here we go. We got Tesla on the weekly chart. I got all my major moving averages pulled up. The white one is the 10 simple. The yellow is the 21 exponential. The green is the 50. The blue is the 100. This purple line is the 200 exponential. And this thick red line is the 200 simple. And the smaller red line beneath that is a 377. All right, with that being said, first thing that I draw my attention to on this chart is from this high here to this high here is bearish divergence on a weekly time frame. All right, so if we just draw a line there, you can see that. Boom. And then from this high here to this high here, you also have bearish divergence. See, so this is that second high to the all-time high, bearish divergence. And then obviously from that one high to the all-time, or the last previous all-time high, bearish divergence. So obviously divergences isn't working against this chart. Now the fundamentals of Tesla are extremely strong, so you have to take that into account. Elon Musk is one of the smartest, most brilliant minds that we have living among us today, and he is also one of the most savvy businessmen alive. All right, he has brought several companies to the market, and he has made them all profitable and successful. So when you're dealing with a company like this, it's hard to actually get a technical basis on it. I mean, essentially, if I just pull this stock out to where it was range bound, I don't know if any of you guys remember this, but Tesla was trading in a range that essentially went from around, I can't remember the exact numbers, so please don't fault me, but roughly around 275 to like 160 or 150. And that was this range here. All right, so Tesla was also one of the most heavily shorted stocks of all time. So basically, when we broke out of this range right here, right here on this candle, you can see that it flew for weeks to the upside. All right, now this is pre-split, obviously, and now post-split. Well, this was the March sell-off from the pandemic scare, and post-split, we have essentially done this. All right, so yes, it is extremely overbought. Now, where would I look for a buying opportunity? Well, this all-time high here would be a good spot to pick up some shares. I wouldn't use these two doji weekly candles because, yes, they closed bearish, but they were bearish dojis, tombstone dojis, or whatever you want to call them, essentially showing that, yeah, it was a red, but it was just barely red. So in my style of trading, I wouldn't consider those good areas to look for buying. All right, so I would absolutely pick up some shares at the all-time high test at 502, and I would absolutely pick up some shares at 439.50. Now, obviously, I don't know if Tesla's ever going to get back down near to these levels. Let's go check out the Stokes real quick. All right, so the Stokes are like maxed out, and they can't go any higher. It's like they're just stuck right here. There is no divergences on the Stokes. So, I mean, read into that what you will. Yes, we are extremely overbought. We won't know if we have bearish divergence on the monthly until this monthly candle closes, and this monthly candle closes in 16 days. So in 16 days, if this candle closes here or lower, we will have bearish divergence on the monthly. Let's go look at a quarterly. All right, and on a quarterly, you are massively oversold. On a quarterly, you are hitting areas of 96.54. So, I mean, overbought. My apologies, overbought. All right, so essentially, yeah, I mean, anybody that's been selling this thing because it's overbought has been getting absolutely shreked. Tesla has been in business since 2012, and they've only posted 5 quarters of profitability. All right, so Why do they have such a massive evaluation? Well, Tesla has technology. They build their cars completely different than other manufacturers do because of the simple fact that Elon Musk has been trying to make them a profitable company. All right, so he has succeeded in doing that. They have been inducted into the S&P 500, and with this evaluation, he is the richest man in the world. So bravo, Elon Musk. You have absolutely just major mark on the world. Now, with that being said, he also owns SpaceX. The best engineers work for him. He literally has rocket scientists on his payroll. So yeah, this man is going to be able to accomplish a lot of stuff that people don't understand. That's why you have such a massive evaluation. Would I buy up here? Absolutely not. I am a Tesla shareholder. I am not buying up here. I don't care. All the YouTube channels that are out there talking about buy, because it's going to 10x from here. I haven't got news for you, man. For this thing to 10x from here, yeah, that's pretty vicious. I'm not saying that it can't. Anything is possible, and especially this stock has proven it, like vastly proven it. It's the most outperforming stock in the S&P 500. I mean, it's extremely overbought. All right, so those levels that I told you, that's where I would look up to pick up some shares. This all-time here at this old all-time high here at $502. You could pick up some shares there. If you make it down to this 439.50 level, you could pick up some shares there. Obviously, if you ever get down on a daily closing basis to the 200 simple or the 200 exponential, absolutely pick up some shares there. Now, I just want to show you one more thing on the weekly. Since we broke out of this all-time high, we have not tested the 10 simple, which is pretty unheard of. Even if you go back and look at Tesla's past, once it broke above the 10 simple and ranged up, you can see how closely it traded, went up for a few weeks, came back for a few weeks, tested the 10 simple, boom. You see what I'm saying? You see a pattern here? Now this week we closed below it, but then the 21AX EMA was caressing price to the upside. So boom. Since we broke out of this all-time high, we have not even come close to testing the 10 simple. There is a test to the 10 simple in Tesla's future. I promise you, Tesla's price will test the 10 simple in the future. All right, there are going to be pullbacks on this thing. Nobody knows what lays over the horizon. So pick up some here, and obviously, like I said on the daily, if you start closing weeklies below the 200, then you got some problems. You know what I mean? Then there's some problems going on with the stock, and I don't know. At that point, you would have to wait for reaccumulation to happen. Yeah, down here are your levels to pick up. Once we get down in these areas, I will obviously take a look at this stock again for you guys. All right? All right. Let's get over here and look at Bitcoin. All right, here I got Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Currently, let me go back out here to an 8 hour real quick. Currently, I had this trend line here pegged off on this low and this low here. All right, and you can see kind of caress price there. We came down, tested it, and then bounced. We did close an 8 hour below, but the next 8 hour closed above it. This looks like it's rolling over. This looks like it's going to be a possible lower high scenario. Now, here we go into an hourly time frame. I do not want to see this thing break below these levels here. All right. If you get an hourly closure below, what the heck is going on? There we go. If you get an hourly closure below this market structure low here, you close below these market closes here, these candle closings, then you're possibly going lower. How much lower? Ooh, I don't know, man. We're definitely going to be testing this area here. All right. That's at 29.31.50. Now, this did test that area. However, this has not. On the daily chart, Bitcoin was absolutely overbought, but there was no bearish divergence. Excuse me. Let's see where the bearish divergence was. It looks like the first time we had bearish divergence was on the 12 hour. Now, this could have already played out because you have hit the 46 level on the RSI. If you have a bearish divergence on the RSI and that move happens, this move here, if the RSI tags 50, you can consider that bearish divergence move played out. All right, so essentially we have had played out move on the bearish divergence. Here on the 12 hour, it looks like we are trying to close Let's just use that purple line there. This purple line is just simply the close of this bearish candle, the opening of that bearish candle, and the close of this bearish candle. All right, you can see there was no closures below there. This candle has 11 hours and 33 minutes left on it before it closes, so we can't say that it has had a close below. Let's go look and see here. Yeah, the 8 hour is going to be completely different. So on the 8 hour, you got to get all the way down to 31,523, spot 22, and have 8 hour closures below there. Let's see the 4 hour. 4 hours, same thing, around the same area, 31,436, spot 38. But you are working your way down. And currently on the 4 hour, it definitely needs to close below 33,737, spot 68. But as you can see, let's go back to the 8 hour. As you can see, we have closed many candles below 21 EMA. The 10 simple and 21 EMA are about to cross. You are currently testing the 50 on an 8 hour. On the daily, this 21 EMA test is epic. All right. I used to trade like this all the time. I still look at moving averages on time to time. I don't really use them in my intraday analysis or my scalps analysis, but I do use them for swing trading. I do use them for position trading, and I do look at them occasionally for my, not really, but occasionally, because I know, listen, trading can be as simple as that. In a trending market, you buy the 21 exponential moving average, you exit the trade when you close the daily below the 21 exponential moving average. If the market that you're currently trading is going to trend, that strategy right there will pay you. All right? Moving averages don't work as far as, the price is coming down into the 21 exponential moving average, I'm going to buy it for a pop. Yeah, good luck with that. Because if the market's coming down hard, it's going to slice right through that 21 moving average as if it's not even there. However, we did come down, test it once. We tested it again yesterday, and it looks like today we are trying to test it again. This is not good news for the bulls. All right? I don't know how far Bitcoin's going to go, but if we break this lower market structure area here at 32020 spot 22, I put this on my Twitter feed. This is the line in the sand for the, for this uptrend. You break below that, then you're going to test lower prices. The next daily down closing candle is all the way down at 26,482 spot 64. So, do I think if we break below 320 spot 22, are we going all the way down here? Possibly not, because I know there's other market structure areas before that. Here's one on the 8 hour. Right here is the one I had earlier, the 292.38 spot 50 hour. Let's just see what happens here. Tomorrow we can see what's going on. By the time I wake up in the New York session, if we're closing candles down here, then it looks like Bitcoin wants to go to test lower prices, which is good news for us, guys, right? I only buy Bitcoin, so this is a blessing. I will buy every single weekly red candle it wants to throw at me. All right? We still have 5 days on this candle, obviously, before it closes. But, you know what? I like them. So, all right, now on Forex, moving on. Here, let's get out of this chart, go back over here, and pull up Euro Yen for you guys, because I said this thing was probably going to go down and make me look absolutely stupid. It has done that. Actually, it did that. We were here when I put out the video, and we went lower, and currently we are resting on this level here, all right? Now, I took a trade on this yesterday morning, and I got stopped out in the small account, so I'm down negative 2% on the week as of right now. Why am I down negative 2% on the week? Because I also took a trade on it this morning, all right, and I got stopped out again. It's just trading sideways. This is the exact opposite that you want to trade. But like I said, guys, this is for beginner traders. This channel is built for beginner traders to learn how to trade. You can't do that here at this channel. This right here is what you don't want to trade. I got caught in it twice. Simply because my bias is bullish. I'm looking for this thing to test 127 spot 504. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this thing to hold support here and run up and test that level. For at the very least, take that level out before it heads lower. Because this is a weekly level from a long ways out. Right here, you can see this weekly high. When we ran up into it last week, we didn't break it. We didn't go above. We didn't stop anybody out. Any longs that are resting, or any short traders that have their buy stops resting above this high here, are also going to be re-entering the trade here. Now on a weekly chart, even though the last 2 days have been nothing but absolute chop, on a weekly, this is 2 days old, so this looks good. I mean, it looks productive. You had an expansion move, a higher close. Now you're testing the old close. All right. So as long as we hold support here on a weekly time frame, I will be entering this trade again for the third time, aiming for 127 spot 504. I will say, if I get stopped out again on this trade, I'm done with it. Y'all can have it. All right. All right. So that's all I got for you guys. So hopefully you got some use out of this. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And we will talk to you tomorrow.